Have you ever had beef with an AI in Football Manager? De Rosario lacks respect. Wow, okay. Well, I'm gonna show you how one pregame press conference has laid the seeds of what's gonna be a long-term rivalry in the Portuguese lower divisions in my Canada Build a Nation save. And as a result, how the game following the conference was honestly one of the craziest Football Manager games that I've ever played, and that is not an exaggeration. And it all happened using FM Tweak, the 1.2 update to be exact, which is a match engine mod that I've been using to really just spice up the game a little bit since it's been out for so long. So let's get right into it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little painful to watch back because this totally derailed our season. Wow, Ricardo Costa has implied that you aren't actually performing that well and that your current overachievement is down to the complacency of your opponents? Dude, Costa has just made himself look ridiculous. I'm not a fan of him. Yeah, we're starting to beef with this guy. What the hell? Why would he say that about us? You've been professionally honest here, but isn't there a danger of your criticism inspiring a better performance? Like I said, I'm not a big fan. Yeah, so I would be eating my words very soon here. But let's set the scene for what this game meant for both of our seasons. Theo de Rosario had guided Rabo de Peche to a 17-game unbeaten streak that had been lasting since last season, and in this season only dropped points in a 2-2 tie. As for Alcanes and third-year head coach Ricardo Costa, things had started just a little bit shaky, but he was able to right the ship and get them to a mid-table position in Group C of the 4th Division of Portugal. All this to say, I felt very confident going into this game. Us top of the table, them mid-table, our offense firing, and despite the words from Costa, I was pretty arrogant. But like I said, I would soon be surprised by how this team would come out against us. Outside the back and forth trash talk between the two coaches, one thing I noticed early into the game that might cause us problems was their formation. They were playing a 4-3-1-2 with two strikers playing pretty high up, and our 4-4-2 was a little bit susceptible to marking each striker individually, especially with the attacking midfield in support. It didn't match up well for us. We did shit talk the coach, hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. I really do have a way of speaking things into existence. It was two things I didn't like: an unmarked man in the box and an early goal conceded, and the second one was more of the same, as our defense let a guy dribble freely into the box just to cross it to the middle to another free guy in the box. The frustration was getting to a boiling point, and then the third goal, not too long after, was another unmarked attacker. So the boys were not handling it well, and our goalkeeper was already in the red in terms of rating. But have you ever seen a goal like this? I don't know if that's FM Tweak or if that's just the FM gods trying to make me feel a little bit better, but 3-1 at this point was definitely needed. However, the FM gods giveth and they taketh away. And boy, did they take away my hope right here. An out-of-this-world banger from outside of the box. I'm not going to lie, that was pretty sick. But it did not make me feel any better. And later, in the second half, they would pass through our defense into what I thought was going to be an offside goal, but our left back played them on, and yeah, the defense was just struggling, and our goalkeeper continued to not really do too much. Outside of the stern halftime talking to I gave the team, we did decide to go back to our Season 1 shape, a 4-2-3-1 that honestly was pretty good offensively but was susceptible defensively last season. But we needed whatever we could take, and Ali Musa, the Somalian Canadian, was able to etch one back. The second goal in the second half was probably a little bit better. I was begging for a cross, then Preston Pop just popped one home. This non-contract striker that's Canadian-American has been our leading scorer up until this point, and we really needed him there. Later on, Ali Moose would come down the left side, and I was begging for a cross again, and who was there? Pop to deliver. You could see the excitement on my face as we tried to crawl back in this game. And watch this crazy lower division sequence. Oh, we're back. Fifth goal, thank you. Oh, it's a penalty? No, I'll take the goal. I'll take the goal. Preston Pop for his hat trick. Come on! Come on! Oh my god. What is going on? Please, game, give me another highlight. They would do 6-5. FM would do me like this. Dude, come on. Don't do me like this. Yeah, FM did do me like this. And I feel like a lot of people have been done like this. You crawl back in a crazy comeback just to need one more goal. So many highlights back and forth up until the last 10 minutes. And all of a sudden, even on extended highlights, you don't get one. What a game. We had him, man. Oh, here we go. And I know I have no way to track this, but please raise your hand if that's ever happened to you. Costa caused quite a stir and bang in the table for... I don't think so. If anything, it made things more... Dude, what? Spineless. He went back on his word after I talked all that shit? Despite Ricardo Costa kind of offering an olive branch and going back on his word, I doubled down and was so bitter in the post-game conference. Ricardo Costa got very lucky. Can you talk about your relationship with Ricardo Costa? He's not on my Christmas card list, put it that way. Gaelmar Correa had a great game today for Alcanes. Dude, I don't want to talk about these guys. De Rosario lacks respect. Wow, okay, you're on my shit list. Come here. And just like that, I would never forget my new long-term rival, Ricardo Costa, in the Rabo de Peche Canada Build a Nation. When you go in the notes, you know it's serious. And there it is, the start of a long-term love and hate rivalry between Ricardo Costa and Theo de Rosario in the 4th division of Portuguese football. We'll for sure be playing them at least one more time this season, but who knows where our journey will take us. Will they follow us up the table as we try and get promoted? Will they get demoted for us to never see them again? I think that's what's the fun part about Football Manager and the stories that happen. Really, anything can happen, and it's these little moments that really bring the story to life and really become things that you just don't ever forget. I hope you enjoyed this little story from this save. It just happened on stream randomly, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of tell it in a story form. Make sure to check out the FM Tweak engine. It's really fun if you're trying to switch up how you're playing Football Manager. And yeah, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitch and YouTube at Dill40k if you want to keep seeing stuff like this. I'm playing this save live over on Twitch, usually on Mondays, Tuesday, Thursday, kind of a rotation during the weekdays. But yeah, check me out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.